Hi there. Well, it's August. I'm going to start off with August 1st with 1498. Christopher Columbus lands on Isla Santa, an island in the Caribbean, one of many that he discovered during his voyages to the New World. And in 1589 marks the assassination of French King Henry III by Friar Jacques Clement. In 1626, Earl Ernest Casimir conquers Oldenzaal. In 1628, Emperor Ferdinand II demands Austria Protestant to convert to Catholicism, meaning every Protestant was to become Catholic under his rule, meaning that he was more of a devout Catholic and he did not see the Protestants a direct faith, or the correct faith, according to Catholicism in his eyes. August 2nd, sorry about that. August 2nd, 1542, French troops leave Flanders, a well-known region, and in 1552, Treaty of Passau gives religious freedom to Protestants living in German states. Emperor Charles V accepts the Lutheran religion. In 1553, an invading French army is destroyed at the Battle of Marciano in Italy by the Imperial Army, which the Holy Roman Empire. 1578, Battle of Rijmenam, Spanish Habsburg forces are defeated by Dutch troops in the 80 Years' War. And in 1581, Leiden University names Rudolf Snellius as the math professor. And in 1589, during France's religious war, a fanatical monk stabs King Henry II to death. In 1610, English explorer Henry Hudson enters the bay, later naming it after himself. August 3rd, 1492, Christopher Columbus set sail on his first voyage with 3 ships. They are named the Santa Maria, Pinta, and the Nina. He sails from Palos de la Florentia, Spain, for the Indies, in order to find a western passage to Asia. In 1527, Peace of the Ladies, Treaty of Cambrai, is made between Holy Roman Empire and the French. It is negotiated by Louis of Savoy and Margaret of Austria. In 1546, French printer Etienne Dole is accused of heresy and blasphemy and sedition. He is hanged and burned at the stake for printing Reformation literature, as France at this time is still Catholic, well, predominantly Catholic. And in 1553, Mary Tudor, the new Queen of England, enters London. In 1557, Dutch States General meet at Valenciennes. In 1596, David Fabricius discovers light variation of Mira. It is the first variable star discovered, according to astronomers, on Earth. In 1610, of August 3rd, Henry Hudson of England discovers a great bay on the east coast of Canada. And in August 4th, 1558, the first printing of Zohar, the Jewish Kabbalah is published. And in 1578, one crusade against the Moors of Morocco is routed at the Battle of Alcazar el Kabir. Portuguese King Sebastian and 8,000 of his soldiers are killed. Reportedly, at least 10,000 Portuguese die in this battle, but it's estimated between 10,000 to 8,000. In 1598, London's head of office of Hans is closed. August 5th, 1543, French and Turkish troops occupy Nice. And in 1552, Battle of Ponza, Ottoman naval fleet led by Dragut defeats Genoese fleet under Andrea Doria, capturing them for themselves 7 galleys. Now, going back 1543, French troops and Turkish troops occupy Nice, and moving on to 1583, Humphrey Gilbert claims Newfoundland for the British Crown. It is the first English colony in North America and the beginning of the British Empire. August 6, 1497, John Cabot returns to England after his first successful journey to the Labrador coast. Returns to Bristol from North America, Newfoundland, and he's the first European to do so since the Vikings or Norsemen came to North America. And in 1538, Bogota, Colombia is founded by Gonzalo Jimenez de Quesada. In 1600, Henry IV of France invades Savoy after negotiations break down over Saluzio. It is controlled by Savoy since 1588. In 1601, Spanish garrison Amiras surrendered to Earl Mauritius, and in 1623, Maffeo Barberini is elected to become Pope Urban VIII. In 1625, Ernest Casimir is appointed as Viceroy of Groningen. On August 7th, 1573, Francis Drake's fleet returns to Plymouth after a year spent raiding Spanish treasure fleets. 1575, Spanish troops conquer Dodevate. Almost all inhabitants die in the siege and takeover and the sacking, as well as burning. 1606, possible first performance of Shakespeare's tragedy Macbeth is performed in the Great Hall at Hampton Court Palace for James I. I've been to Hampton Court. If you ever go to England, go there. In 1620, astronomer Johannes Kepler's mother is arrested for witchcraft. On the same day, battle at Pont de Poitou, the French King Louis XIII defeats his mother Marie de Medici. On August 8, 1508, Spaniard Juan Ponce de Leon founds Capara, the first European settlement in Puerto Rico. In 1509, Emperor Krishnadeva Raya is crowned, marking the beginning of the regeneration of the Vijayanagara Empire in southern India. In 1549, Henry II of France declares war on England and orders the siege of Boulogne. In 1567, Duke of Alva's army enters Brussels, Belgium. 1570, Peace of Saint-Germain and Laye, more freedom for Huguenots, is signed by Charles IX of France. 1576, cornerstone is laid down for Tycho Brahe's Observatory in Uraniborg, Denmark, at the time the world's most advanced research institution. And in 1585, Pope Sixtus excommunicates Henry of Navarre, Henry IV, John Davis enters Cumberland Sound and search for the Northwest Passage. In 1605, the city of Oulu, Finland, is founded by Charles IX of Sweden. In 1609, Venetian Senate examines Galilei's telescope. In 1619, Duke Maximilian and Emperor Ferdinand II signs the Treaty of Munjan. Well, that's all for now. You have a good one. Bye.